Disappointing news breaking today is the 2020 USL Championship final between Phoenix Rising and the Tampa Bay Rowdies is off. USL President Jake Edwards with us. Jake, I appreciate your time on what I imagine has been an incredibly busy day. Just take us through the timeline that led to this ultimate decision.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having us. Yeah, it's been a very difficult last few days, really. We've culminated today in having to call off the match. It started earlier in the week. We had a positive case on the coaching staff, followed very quickly by the head coach coming down with a positive case. At that point, on Thursday, we began rapid testing the players on the Tampa Bay Rowdies side, as well as all the front office staff and all the coaching staff. We've done rapid testing with them on Friday, rapid testing again this morning. We had several more positive cases on both of those days in and amongst that covered persons group. So it's very frustrating for everyone involved. Tampa have been tremendous this season, and since the very beginning of the season haven't had any positive cases and really have followed the protocols and looked after themselves. So I know they're going to be really devastated that this has happened to them in the final week. And we just got to a point where there's too many positive cases to safely play this game.
So what happens now? Will it be replayed at some stage?
Well, it won't be now, unfortunately, because all those players will now go into a 2-week quarantine. There would be a need for a preparation period post-quarantine. So you're looking at now about 3 weeks postponement. Now, it was always our intent to try and complete the season in a truncated fashion and finish around this time, knowing that there was risk to playing later on in the year. And as you can see, the case counts are rising. So our hope was to finish the season this Sunday, to wait another 3 weeks. We felt, as well as both teams, that presented significant risk, not just to the players and everyone involved, but risk to be able to guarantee we could actually execute that game in 3 weeks' time and not have more cases. And so prudence was the order of the day. And as disappointed as everybody was, we will not conclude the 2020 season with an outright champion. What we've agreed to do with both teams is recognize both teams as champions, champions of the Eastern Conference in Tampa's case and champions of the Western Conference in Phoenix's case.
With hindsight, is there anything different that the organisation could have done to stop this from developing?
Well, we'll go through that throughout the off-season as we're preparing for next season to learn from not just from this situation, but think about how that might affect how we plan next season as well. We've had many teams flying to games without incident. And so although this was Tampa's first game in Louisville where they flew this season for the conference finals last weekend, there may have been some contagion on that aircraft. So we'll be going through and contact tracing as best we can. Perhaps there should have been more time between the conference finals and the final to mitigate further risks. So those kind of things we will analyze. But again, we wanted to get this season concluded at this point without going too much further. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that this time around.
Jake Edwards, President of USL, thank you very much for your time. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.